We provide residents with resources that they need to know about the campus, whether it's academic or social. We're here as guides and mentors in terms of how to live with other people and just help them with their time management and just pretty much show them everything they need.
Well, I'm part of an organization here on campus. It's with AmeriCorps. We're called the Bonner Leaders, and it's just like a small group of kids. You go through an interview process and an application process, and then once you're chosen, you are part of the team, and we all do 300 hours of community service a year, and we all have different service sites. We go on different service trips too. We do a lot of fundraising. This year we're going to New Orleans to help with Hurricane Katrina relief because they still need help, and we also are doing a project in North Carolina. It's a project with the homeless, and it's really cool because we get to work with other Bonners from other schools, and we all come together and we have a great project.
I oversee over 130 organizations. I manage a $1.2 million budget, and also I'm a large resource for students. I have an office in the student center, and I get a number of students coming in and out with needs and issues that I can resolve. I also represent the student body to the administration, so that plays a large role in my job, where I'll have to go to meetings and represent all the students and try to encompass all their voices into one.
I'm the Class 5 director in the SGA, Class 5 being the Greek organizations. My primary job is to be the liaison between the Greek community and the Student Government Association. The thing that I work most at is being a resource for all the Greek letter organizations, for all the sororities and fraternities.
So I'm a part of the student leadership team, and the student leadership team's main goal is to encourage others to get involved on campus, as well as to promote leadership.
The peer leadership position is a position open to all students who will help out with orientation over the summer.
My job as a CAPS ambassador entails me going out into the Montclair State community with the CAPS staff and basically doing outreach, promoting CAPS, dispelling any myths about CAPS, and really making CAPS services more available and more accessible to my peers.
One of the main responsibilities of being an executive ambassador is to supervise the other ambassadors in the program. The position of ambassador entails giving campus tours to prospective students, handling the entire application process from when they first visit the school and apply to the school to when they send in that tuition deposit to come to Montclair, answering the phones, answering any questions that people may have about Montclair State, and just being of general support to the prospective student population.
Our main job is to create events, and so each person on the team does around 2 events each month, and we do everything from planning to marketing to the actual doing of the event. We also have information tables, and so we act as the direct resource for students for students who don't know how to get involved. We're their direct resource as to where to start.
You can start as early as your freshman year, going into your senior year, and you're basically trained to know about all campus resources, and as well as different programs that we have here academically at NSU. And you basically are an advocate to students and their families who are going through that transition from coming from high school or coming from a different university and transitioning to Montclair State University, and just helping them with that process.
I think I love being a leader here because there's so much that you can get involved in. There's so many clubs and so many organizations, and it provides with so many resources. And for my community especially, I love being able to make change in something that I feel so passionately about, which is Greek life here at Montclair State.
It's allowed me to make so many of my friends. I'd say at least half or 75% of my close friends I met through being in a leadership position at Montclair State.
I have a lot of doors that had opened for me because I was a leader.
When you work with other leaders, I feel like people really inspire you, and you get to inspire others as well.
My favorite part about being a peer leader is the opportunity you have to be a mentor.
Mentoring is something that I personally like to do. I like to see how people change from when they first started at the beginning of the semester to how they end up at the end. It's very completely different with many, many people, and I just like being a part of that process.
I get to work with administration daily, which is an experience that will carry forward through my occupation and through my job.
Although like we give a lot of our time, it gives back to us in like so many other ways, and like you can build like amazing friendships and like have amazing opportunities. Like I get to go to New Orleans and I've never been there before, so I feel like this program really gives a lot.
To be able to educate my peers and educate myself beyond what my textbook teaches.